Issues such as breastfeeding in a public area start with you at home. As a parent, how do you feel about your small children witnessing a stranger bear breastfeeding her child in a public area, such as a park? I am Jessica Dess, and I am here to tell you why I feel that breastfeeding without a cover-up should be considered indecent exposure. Breastfeeding not only affects the small minds of our children, but it satisfies the perverts and the creeps that are also in these areas. Now imagine a stranger at a water park resort waiting to get into her room, bear breastfeeding her child, while you and your family are waiting as well, and your children are running around and then happen to come across and witness this woman's bare breast out in the lobby. I believe what is private should remain private, and we need to prevent the questions that our small children may have, because you know they will have questions. Now, what the question is do you feel that your toddlers are ready? According to Tara Russell's article from thinkprogress.org, parents worry that sexual education for their 5-year-olds in the Chicago school district is a bit too much. Now, I know that the 5-year-olds won't learn the same thing as the teenagers, but still, anything like sex related can really affect a small mind. I agree that breastfeeding is the most nutritious and natural thing for your baby, and I feel that it's important that all mothers do try it. But what I feel is natural, I feel is private. Now, there are many things we do that are natural, but do we do them in a public area? Covering up is so much more comfortable for the people surrounding you. Now, not only are you supposed to think about your child, you are supposed to consider the people that you are around, especially when you're in a public area, such as an amusement park. I feel that we should make cover-ups easily accessible to new mothers, like through WIC or through the hospital. Whatever is free, there is no excuse for a woman not to use it. According to Anne Pugliese, in some situations, a blanket acts as a flag that says, "I'm breastfeeding my baby now," so people won't feel the need to gawk, and you won't feel the need to be bare-breasted and exposing yourself in a public area. Now, the question is, do you feel that your toddlers are old enough? If your toddlers and your preteens aren't allowed to see an R-rated movie, then why is it okay for a bare-breasted woman to be in a public area feeding her baby? Do you feel that it is okay for a woman to be bare-breasted in public? Now, what about pumps? Pumps allow a mother to give the same nutrition to her child without the exposure. If pumps were also easily accessible, just like the cover-up, there would be no excuse. If it were free from the hospital or free through WIC. If we could prevent this explosion of breastfeeding in public, we could prevent the fight against breastfeeding in public, right? If we made breast pumps easily accessible and cover-ups easily accessible, people wouldn't feel uncomfortable and people wouldn't feel the need to fight against mothers just trying to give their baby a healthy life. Now, according to justmommies.com, many women prefer to breastfeed with breast milk. Many women prefer to feed with pumped breast milk for professional reasons and for personal reasons that their child may have. Now, I would like to make women aware that breastfeeding is great for you and your child and is an intimate thing. Now, there are many things that we do that are intimate and private that we do not do in public, and that if we were to do in public, we would go to jail. Now, do you feel that your toddlers are old enough